I just read probably the weirdest manga of all time. What? Now, even though I live in Japan, I don't read manga much. Instead, I spend my time playing with my dog.
Good doggy, good doggy.
But when you come across a manga that is titled "Turns out my was a cute girl," it's hard to keep living your mundane life without thinking, I wonder what's that all about. Which is why I did what was necessary and read all of it. For science. The manga starts with immediately calling me a failure, which honestly, I can't argue against. Our nameless high school protagonist simply wakes up one day with a random girl standing in their room, crying. As you'd expect, they decide to ignore this fact and go to the toilet instead. He quickly realizes that he doesn't have a pickle anymore and wonders if he dropped it somewhere in their room. Now, if I woke up without my penis, I wouldn't start looking for it on the floor. That would be ridiculous, right? It would be too small to be seen with the naked eye. As you can expect from the title of the manga, his thing got turned into Chinko-chan. Chinko-chan then explains that she is sad because it's her fault that his owner doesn't have a girlfriend, because she is too small and weak. She says that she will leave him for being a failure and go to India. Seriously. But they quickly become friends and hug it out, which causes Chinko-chan to harden up and grow up in size. All I can say is thank you, Japan. They try googling how to return back to normal, but all that comes up is how to fix a bent pickle. And no matter how much they keep trying, they can't seem to figure it out themselves. I tried asking ChatGPT if he had any answers, but all I can say is that this new technology is not really helpful.
I'm sorry, but it is not possible for a biological male penis to turn into a cute Japanese girl overnight.
Character design on the girl is actually pretty great, and I have to give points for that. This might be the cutest I've ever seen, and I've seen many. After this, most of the chapters are just short stories about their everyday life, where they play video games and cook.
Cabbage, eggs, and a wiener. Amazing. It's the Dick special, the Dick meal set.
In case you were wondering, how does the guy pee without his thing? Well, it's explained as that the girl has to go pee for the guy, and this fact is used a couple of times to create tension and drama. To think that I haven't read Dostoevsky's, Murakami's, or even Dr. Seuss's books, but I've read this. I guess it explains why I turned this way. This manga is actually quite weird in that, I mean, of course, besides the premise, that it has a weird balance of some things being quite funny, such as this scene of them trying to figure out how to go outside in disguise, and the girl turns out looking like it's censored in hentai. But then there's like multiple chapters in a row of just regular stuff of them going to school and such, without much humor. I feel like the guy who made this had a couple of funny jokes that he wanted to tell, and then when he ran out of them and the manga got popular, he was just like, well, I guess I'll just keep going. It slowly starts turning into a regular slice of life manga, with a couple of jokes here and there, about mostly the girl resembling you know what. Overall, it's an alright read, because it's still quite new, so reading all of it takes only like 30 minutes, so if you want to become a civilized, well-read person like myself, go check it out. While the rest of the world is in chaos and fighting their right versus left wars, Japan is technologically and culturally 100 years ahead, and I'm glad to be able to witness it. As always, thanks for watching and see you in the next one, brother.